It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the Condors, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Condors of Tokyo taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Jones looking to throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 76 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
Throwing Jones. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kayvon Thibodeau. And this This return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Throwing on first down. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Hodgins in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be in.
Fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Powering his way forward. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones now on first down. Campbell making the catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hodgins in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2nd down and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Heck of a broken tackle, but 3. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Tokyo first down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Condors.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach just talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Adafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Ooh, the juke. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
up 2nd and 10.
Hill going to try the right side. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 20.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on the opposition.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. A first down carry for Barkley. And bulldozing his way through. Still going. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
And they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember last drive they went 3 and out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Jones. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Jackson now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Jones throwing to start the drive.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the lead stretches, 16-3 now.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second down and 4.
Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got this to Pickens. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that one, all tied. The Giants got solid play out of their quarterback in that first half. That's Daniel Jones. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Justice Hill. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Condors are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Throwing, Jones.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing again on second down. Jones.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Broken tackle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. A give up the gut to Hill. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Azeez Ojulari.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is the play they needed in the 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Eric Gray, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They set up the screen to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw again is Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. This is 2nd and 8.
To throw is Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews from 3 yards out.
And the Condors have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's a win here for the Giants, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Jets, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.